Hello folks, Lee Mallett from Mallett Building. It's going to be an interesting show today. We're starting a war. Me and Fortify are going to start competing heavily here, which is good. And we're going to see how we can handle outselling each other. And if showing things you do or I do, there's nothing wrong with that. So in the next 10 days, I'm going to have a 10 series. Today we're going to go over one. And for the next 10 days, I will tell you things about them that are factual. I will answer his questions one by one. So let's get started. Look at this. You can fortify the front, but you can't fortify the truth. So let's get started with this. I have to go through some of my stuff, but this is what the show is going to be about. 10 days. There's going to be a little war going on here. And I like that. I like competition. It makes me get real full of blood, ready to go. If you're watching, anybody, and Ron, call me on this number. I'll be glad to let everybody hear me and you discuss whatever you want to discuss. You're also welcome to come tomorrow and go live with me in a lively debate. Nothing's personal. This is all business, my friend. And that's the difference between me and most people. When it comes to business, I'm aggressive. Always have been and always will be. But because I am a state licensed contractor and have been one for 26 years, not just 6 months, and because I'm a chairman of the State Contractors Board, it's my duty, and I want to do it, to protect people from unlicensed contractors, which you wore for, that would be quite a while, many years, operating illegally. The facts are the facts. And I will get to that. I've got your documentation when you got your license. And you got how many years? I mean, this is going to, I love it. That's okay. Not mad at you. So let's get it going. I always start out $500 discount every week. Military, healthcare, educators, first responders. Ron, if y'all do this, why don't y'all tell people y'all do it? Or if they got to come ask. We want people to know we do it. It's part of what we do. Because we value these people. We always have and we always will. $1,000 off Elite or Signature Building when you comment cash under any live video. Okay, folks? Now, I got a referral program, $200 check. All these people have referred buildings to us. What does that tell you about our company when people are referring their friends to our company? So we got a couple of sales going, only 24 square foot. That's a 30 by 30 by 12 for $21,999. 110 by 10 roll-up door, 136 inch concrete slab, 4-year workmanship, 130 miles an hour, 26 gauge metal, concrete every hole, scissor trusses, and cable retention system. This is what comes with the building, but the spec sheet is very precise on everything, and every customer that calls here gets that before they call them. Okay, Ron? We'll get to, you got to call. That was later in the shows, but I'm going to touch on them as I go for you. Well, while we're there, that's not standard on your buildings. That's not standard on your buildings. That's not standard on your buildings. That apparently is not standard. And I'm going to show you why I say that. I don't know. But now, that's another thing. Maybe it's so not be able to see it. I don't know what your workmanship warranty is. In fact, the last time I looked at it, it said no warranties. But when I get to it, we'll see. Because I do have that up here. I use 4,000 PSI. 36, 110 by 10. I know for a fact, or you say at some point in there, but I briefly read this, and I'm going to just touch on it, but there's going to be a show about it. You say, oh, we can add that, we can add that, we can add that. Well, maybe you can. But you should tell the customer, well, I can build what they got, but I'll have to upcharge you to do all these things. That's why we require, I will beat you dollar for dollar and by $1,000 if I see your spec sheet so we can bid head up. You know, in the contracting business, maybe you ain't been in it long enough, I don't know. When I've been on jobs and there's competitors, the commercial, industrial, I get a spec sheet. Because there's 6 or 7 of us bidding, just like we bid against each other and everybody else. So you bid against the spec sheet. That's how you know if we're all bidding apples to apples. Y'all don't like that. You want to tell people, which y'all do, all of y'all do, oh, we build the same things about. That's not true. Y'all don't. But if you put your spec sheet to me or give it to the customer, because I've never seen a spec sheet on a price match from any of you cats. If you got one, send it to me. I'd like to see it. I've never seen one. All right, let's go on. I got a 30 by 50 by 12 for $29.99, $19.99 a square foot. It comes with all this, which is my 3-star building. And y'all build a 1-star building because you don't have everything that I make standard. It's a standard deal, period. Oh, yeah, you can add. That's called a custom. We do customs, too. We do those, too. But this isn't a custom. Look here. In this lanyard, if I'm correct, you advertise right here. You put a price on this. You didn't even put none of that. But where's your spec sheet? We're gonna get to that in the next few days. But I'm just kind of letting you know I'm going all through all this. All right, 40 by 60 by 12, $41.99, $17 a square foot, 3-star building. You get all this standard. It's on my spec sheet. Send it to my customer. Make him sign if he's doing what I'm doing. And we're going to get to that too. All right, let's just talk about a signature. This is what comes in a signature building. 4-star building. These show what's in this building. It's not in our 3-star building. But there's a spec sheet. And I'll show you those in a second on every building. Okay? This is the Mallet Elite. Well, you know, if y'all want to build one, I'd like to see what your price is. But I'll show you the spec sheets. All right. I have a spec sheet on each building. That is the first thing I send to a customer. I do a price match on a spec sheet. It's unfair if I don't see what I'm bidding against. And you wouldn't want to do that either, would you? I need to see exactly what I'm bidding against in fairness to the customer, not to me, not to any competitor. They're entitled to this. And this is the sheet that they can use when they call y'all and ask you what comes with the building. They can go right down the line, just like when you go right here on your qualification. Wait, I'm going to get to you in a second on that, but let's keep going. You can fortify the front, but not the truth, Brian. Well, let's go. So we're going to start out with this. Just so people know, because this would have been one of the shows. Okay? And one of his questions or comments, whatever you want to call them. But folks, all these people are tied together. And this is how he comes up with his numbers. I didn't start my business. I wasn't in the building business until 1999. You've been doing this since 1998. You've been through 16 hurricanes. Let me explain something to you. You know, I got another show, but I can't help when I see this, I'm like, really? If I didn't start till 1999, I don't know how y'all could have ever been in this in 1998. Not post-frame. I didn't see Reeds, and Reeds got here, they weren't post-frame. They went into post-frame because some yo-yos that worked here went over there, and by the way, I think y'all had problems with him too. He didn't pass the Mallet education system either over here. But the bottom line is, this would come back to haunt you on your comment. That'll be another show. But people, look at this. But that's how you come up with your numbers, Ron. You need to quit doing that. Just be truthful with everybody. You didn't start in 1998. Not building post frame. Now, one of these companies may have. They didn't. They were not here in 19. And they're the first ones that went up over here in this group, in this area. Because they came to try to get my business. In fact, I bought a couple of jobs from them. But I had been here years before they got here. And they were here years before some yo-yo left here and went and convinced them, and it caused all kinds of problems. But that's not here nor there. Bottom line is, you want to get technical? Boy, I can get real technical about this stuff. There's no way. And I've got a show for you on that. Well, I got a show. I'll show you. All right, let's see what we got here. Decoding the companies. Cornerstone, out of state, not licensed under complaints. NCI, who, by the way, is who's on your contractor's license, not Fortify. Oh, there it is. There's a DBA. What happened? I think you made some comment about that, but look, that word DBA. I don't know why I did it. I don't care. It's irrelevant to me. It's irrelevant to anybody. It's who the owners, who the proper parties, which the Secretary of State will tell you the proper parties of these companies are. Okay? Then Reed's Metal, out of state, license, home improvement, convicted violator. I can't make this stuff up. The great service and great materials, really. Yeah, 100 years of experience. Yeah, that conglomerate, and most of them ain't even in this state. So get ready on that one. The greatest service. Well, tell me why y'all got 380 complaints from one of your sister companies. That's in 3 years, and you got 145 complaints closed in the last 12 months. Come on, Ryan. You should have known I was going to do this. Let's see what else we got here on this stuff. You got all these complaints. You talk about quality and all this bull. You don't have enough reviews to even come close to me. Yet you've been in business since 1998. Look at this. But great service. Okay. You've been a licensed contractor for 6 months. What license did you have? All your companies that you all bought over there when you got in this. Who had the license when y'all were selling all these buildings to these poor people? Not as licensed contractors. Y'all were home improvement.
Here's mine.
Who's what?
He said, didn't know I sold French doors and windows.
Where that's coming from?
That's the reviews from Cornerstone.
That's the reviews from Cornerstone. You might check with them. You want to go back and see it? Hold on. I'll fix you up on that one, folks. See? Where's it at? This is on you. These are the reviews on you, my friend. Maybe you better check. Maybe somebody's selling them over there and you don't know about it. Something's going on. Which one is it?
I think the go back one.
Where's it at? Oh, right here. You resolved it. All right? You do sell doors. Apparently, French doors, locking mechanism was installed in 2017. Oh, might have been Reed's. You see,
These are all Cornerstone.
oh, this is all Cornerstone. You might have to check with Cornerstone. You're part of Cornerstone. All y'all are. You want to go back to that sheet, show everybody what's really going on? You need to read your review. Apparently, you haven't been reading your reviews for all your companies. Because they're all going to come back to bite you. If y'all want to get together in a pot, the pot's full. Everything y'all do or say. I know. And so let me keep going. I ain't got to the best part here today. OPAS from last year, 45. Temperatures are cooling down, it's perfect. Doesn't get, what's it? Residential contractor. September the 7th. You want to get technical, I'm going to get technical today, folks. Now watch the next one. Now remember, Ryan, you advertised in Suffolk, Louisiana, that you were a licensed commercial and residential contractor, right? Well, I don't know how that's possible. You weren't licensed as a residential until 9/10, 3 days later. It's technical, but theoretically, you violated state law again. Don't get technical, I get real technical with you. See what else we got here. All right, so these are the topics he did a lot. Man, you're a good typer. I do like you. Folks, I do like him. Just we're good competitors. I just compete a lot harder, I think. But I'll give you credit. He can type, y'all. He can text like a son of a gun. You need to figure out how you can get that going, man. You'd make a killing. That's a lot of stuff in a short period of time. But we're going to address all 10. Today we're going to start with number 4. So let's get going. Since you're showing the email thread, why are you cutting most of the conversation out with this customer you speak of? What's he talking about?
The customer that we showed the past lives, the one that price matched.
What's the conversation? That's all I saw. If I had more, I'd be glad to put it up there. We assured the customer at which he wanted to come tour our facility and see how everything is fabricated and manufactured. Then we can sit down and discuss everything he wants in his building. Here's the customer we speak of, Brandon Bobo, has a Lincoln account that works for Mallet Buildings, Ron Barrett. Well, you're correct. This has happened to me 3 times. That young man has only been here 2 months. That young man, family member, asked him that he wanted to buy a building. He said, well, I'm over here. He said, well, I'd like to shop. They come to my team. I said, yeah, that's fine. He'll be back. And sure enough, he came back and bought with me. But let me tell you something. The guy that's sitting right in front of me several years ago, Renee Lungenbach, same thing happened. But they didn't buy from me. But they didn't buy for you either. That's the problem. We both lost. But I'm not going to start telling my employees if a family member wants to shop. His did too. I don't see the point unless you're trying to, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm going to tell you right now, you're wrong. That's why that picture about not being truthful, now let's keep going. Let's see what else we got here. The same way we treat our customer, walks through our doors with transparency, professionalism, respect. The fact that his son now works for us has no bearing on how we conducted ourselves during the sales process. What is interesting, however, is that rather than addressing the core of the original concerns, your response tries to discredit the customer by pointing out that his son's employment status, as if that somehow excuses misleading behavior or misrepresentation during the sales process. If you're proud of your product and your process, there should be no issue with being transparent and standing behind what was said and done, not pivoting to personal details unrelated to the matter at hand. That's what you're doing, Ron. We'll continue to focus on building trust with our customers through honesty, quality, and results, which we encourage you to do the same. Let's see what else I got. I'm sure I've got some more. Now, this is real interesting. This is the quote that you submitted. Now, I want you to, folks, you need to understand something, because this is really, really bad, Ryan. You said, where's it at? Right here. No, where's the dang thing at, guys? Help me here.
29 gauge?
Where's it at? What?
Right there. Up.
Oh, there it is. Ryan, 29. Is this your spec sheet? I'd be interesting. Is this what you call a spec sheet? That's a spec sheet. Where's y'all's qualifications? You don't want people to know too much about that, I'm sure. This is a spec sheet. Very detailed, folks. We want you to know exactly what we're doing, what type of materials we're doing, what size, everything we do. But here's an interesting part. Now remember, this is the quote they gave to the customer. Notice 29 gauge. Now, from going over the file, because I came out, saw it, said, well, I got to respond to this mess. So the customer says, I think he told him that he was getting a bid from us. And he sent this. He said, well, tell me, as long as I need to know we're doing apples to apples. Since this. This is what your salesman did. All he did with that thing was start checking. How do I know that? Watch this, folks. 26 gauge metal roof walls. 29 gauge roofing walls. He didn't change it. I'm going to do that again. How could he check that? Now, he wouldn't initially or sign it because he knew this was a lie, apparently. I don't know. You might go ask him. Oh, by the way, folks, there's going to be one day we're going to be talking about the barn guy. I like him too. But I'm the guy that got him in the business. He didn't make it over here. He was a mattress salesman. I tried my best. I worked on it. He didn't make it. Doesn't matter why. He didn't make it with us. And frankly, that's okay. But he can't run to the fact that he's not. Now he may have been gotten better. I don't know if he did or not. I don't know if he's built any buildings. I would assume not. We didn't hire him as a builder. I never seen him build a building, so I have to assume he never has built a building. I don't know. But I know what he did do. He told this customer he was going to get 26 gauge metal, and he turned around on the quote sheet and didn't change it and told him he was going to get, over here, didn't tell him, he's going to get 29 gauge. Folks, let me tell you right now, you figure out what I call that. I won't say it. But that's what you got to be careful with all these competitors, because they're all going to try to tell you that they do what we do. Look at this. I forgot about this. So, no contractor violations with the LBC. That's not true. In the conglomerate, Reed's Metals is part of it. You ought to explain, one of our sister companies, but you don't tell them that. That's a true statement. Now, you can defend it, but you better defend it every time, because it's true. I've documented multiple times. Y'all run as a pack. You're good at using their years of experience and the number of houses and buildings they may have worked on. You don't mind using them then, but when it comes to that, your salesman check, no. Yes, y'all state licensed contractors. Let's see what else. Accredited with the BB. Not true. Not in this market. Y'all don't even, it doesn't even have a rating on y'all right here in this market, this BB office. Did you not? I had it. I'll hit on, it's going to be part of our subject here. But let's see what else you're telling them. Okay, let's see what kind of concrete you're going to put on this baby. 4-inch. You don't even tell them what it is. They don't even tell them. That's what a real spec sheet does, my friend. It's details that. But let me tell you what he did do. He come over here. Slab reinforced wire mesh X. Wait, let's go over here. Hey, here you're going to give him a 4,000-pound PSI microfiber reinforced concrete. Well, what is he doing? Folks, Jesus Christ, look at this. Caught red-handed here, Ryan. You started this. You sent it to me, and you know how I am. Not mad at you, but I'm going to respond. And I want you to tell everybody, why is your salesman singing out a quote with these items and then turning around and on our spec sheet, checking it?
He's telling me there's another page to this.
Well, then this page, then you better change this page. Is that your...
I got you. I'm about to pull it up.
Go ahead. Where's the page?
That's page 2. This
Okay.
is page 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We did not show.
Okay.
This is page 2. There is not another page.
What page, Ryan?
So we'll keep it there until we respond.
Tell us what to do. Hold the top. Go back to the top.
Right there.
Tell me where am I wrong here? Where's the gauge? Oh, you're right. Forgot. It's right there. 29 gauge. I'm glad you brought that to my attention, Ryan. You're right, folks. He lied twice.
There it is, right there.
Look at this.
There it is.
Now go back. Let me see. Let me look around. Maybe there's something else I missed.
29 gauge.
Okay, go back. Go back to the side by side. Okay, go back up. Bring it up. All right. 26 gauge. I don't know. I don't know what you. Yeah, I hear you. I'm trying to be as fair to you as I can, but I don't see anything other than not being completely truthful to the customer. He thinks he's getting 26 gauge because you checked my sheet, so that can help you possibly get the building. But the real truth is, you're going to give him 29, which is on this size building is probably about $1,500 difference. Well, wait, did he, that's right.
Yeah, he did check it out.
Where's it at?
But they're gonna charge for it.
For us in the top left, I believe.
Yeah, he didn't put it on here.
Yep, I think he checked it out.
Well, he didn't check.
No.
You don't even tell people how to trust to getting these damn things. Let's see what you tell them. Let's see, let's find it. It's trusses. All you give them is the truss spacing. Nothing. But you tell them over here that you're going to give them scissor trusses. So what they're going to do to you folks is get you in and upcharge you. Why else would you do this? Makes no sense. Now let's keep going over here. Oh, we're gonna get on that Survive 86. That's one of the shows, Ron. I'll be there. Don't worry.
A+ rating, BBB.
A+ rating with the BB. You don't happen to have that up there, do you?
I'll pull it up right now.
Well, you pull it up while I go. I'm going to show you why that's another lie.
Can we get both up and how it shows too?
Yeah, watch. You know, folks, he started this. I'm going to finish it. Because the next 10 days, that list of things he typed, I'm going to take every one of them one by one and take it out. Tell you there's always two sides to the story. Always two, not one. And you already know me. Y'all all know me. I'm not going to stand idly by. I'm going to jump on here and I'm going to defend my position at all times. That's what we're supposed to do. I expect you to do the same. But be right and proper in what you say and do. Okay? Because I'm going to operate all. I'm not just going to type that. I'm going to get up here live where people can see me. I'm going to put this. Oh, here we go.
So this is, you look up, you see the three, this is the ones in Little Rock.
Yeah.
Little Rock.
Little Rock.
Sulphur.
Sulphur. Let's see sulphur. Watch.
Not rated.
You're not even rated by the BBB. No BB rating? Nothing. Tell me why. That's a good point. Go back up. Go back up. Go ahead.
I'm at the top. You want me to pull up the other ones?
Yeah, but put the other deal. Watch. Here's the question. No, the other two, which showed the three and you. Yeah, what? Right. Hey, I just noticed this, Ron. Accredited, Fortify in Little Rock. Accredited, Little Rock. But you ain't. What is that about? What's going on, Ron? Why aren't you accredited? Why aren't you rated? What did you do? Something's wrong here, folks. Something's terribly wrong when two of your sister locations are both BBB accredited, yet you're not. Folks, what's that tell y'all? Think about that. Obviously, Fortify is concerned about it because they got two of the other locations that are accredited, with a rating. But he ain't got one. What is this about? Well, let me continue on here. Let me see if we can find. I got here and find all kind of mess. But you notice he didn't stop. He's not electrical, and he hasn't been. That's amazing. Oh, well, that's a true statement. You haven't been a licensed. He's right. He was right not to check that one. I guess he didn't think he needed that one. I don't know. But this deal here, folks, about the 29 gauge, the trusses, all these things that they're saying they're BBB accredited. Folks, what does that tell you about this operation? You got some problems here, Ron. Just remember, this wouldn't be happening, but you started. I'm 10 days of this stuff. Public invitation for Fortify to join live tomorrow. Folks, I'm being fair. Ryan, I like you, but if you want to come sit down and tell everybody, you're welcome to come. Let's be prepared, though, my friend, because there'll be more. I'll do my team will put their research. I have a great team, by the way. They do great research. They do great graphics, great marketing. By the way, Ryan, we're starting a marketing company, social media things. They did ask me, can we go our competitors? I said, sure. There's always a price for a competitor. Always. So if you really need some good marketing, we'll soon be kicking off Mallet Marketing Consultant. You know, if you want us to help you clean up your files, we can do that too. Get you legal and everything. Make sure y'all not doing any crazy advertising. We're more than willing to help you. Then in the meantime, if you'd like to come in, you're always welcome. I got your scale. They said, tell them you can come tomorrow. I'll be glad to work with you, my friend. Like I said, folks, I don't dislike any of them, but we're competitors, and I'm a serious competitor. Okay? Now, let's see what else I got today. Well, I think that's all for that. That takes care. I think that takes care of 1 out of 10. We got 9 to go, folks. But let me tell you about our sales. This week, by Saturday, only 24 square foot for a 30 by 30 by 12, $21,999. Always remember, the smaller the building, the higher the square foot. Always remember, this is where you see if you got a deal. This is if you meet your budget. Don't look at the money first. Look at your square foot. Then see if it meets your budget. But that's what tells you if you got a deal. Okay? Always like to remind people of that. All right, how about a 30 by 50? $29,999. Only $19.99 a square foot. How about a 40 by 60? $41,999. $17 a square foot. We're open 24/7. I have a building specialist on call 24/7 to take your call and help you get your building. Unlike Fortify, unless I hadn't heard, but I don't think they want to serve you as much as we want to because we're open 24/7. We're open on Saturdays till noon, and we'll stay here all day. I think they're closed. Ryan, you're gonna have to step it up if you want to keep up with me. All right? Because we're only gonna push harder and harder and harder as we go. So give them a call, folks. And well, we got the end. Well, thank you all for listening. I always want to thank the customers who bought from me and those who are thinking about it. We appreciate your business. We want to serve you. We want to be there when it's convenient for you, not when it's convenient for someone else, because we want to earn your business. Yes, I do. I got 9 days of this, my friend. You thought I was doing it all in one day. I love it that you made 10 days of work for me. Hell, give me some more work. I'm going to hit every one of them. I've been telling you. I told you out in the beginning. You're not listening. I'm going to hit every one of them every day till I go through everything. Okay? Does that answer your question? Got any more questions before I go off?
He must have came in the middle of the show.
Yeah, you must have came. But I'm going to tell you right now. I've been telling everybody. I said I'm going to go through. It's 10 day. It's a 10-day series. We sent you a text. We told you it's a 10-day series. Of course, I wouldn't just talk with one. I'm going to answer every question. See, folks, I don't run from it. I go right at it. Just like if I'm going to build your building, I'm going to be 100% on it. That's why I give my cell number to every one of my customers. So I'm on it. Question is, Ryan, do you give all your, can they call you 24/7? I don't think so. You don't advertise it. I advertise it. I put my cell number on every page of my contract. I put my cell number on every one of these. Every day when I come up here, I tell them my personal cell phone number. I don't think you do. Correct me if I'm wrong. I hadn't seen it. And maybe you ought to try it. But remember, if y'all got that many of complaints, I don't know if I'd do it. You ain't gonna be happy. 380 complaints, 150 last year. Your phone's gonna ring like a mother, like a pig squealing for help. And I think you don't put it there for that reason. But I do it, and I can tell you right now, you're a nice guy, but you I'm going to answer your questions. Pull up the contract at the very top. Pull it up. I don't know what he's talking about, but I'll do it. See, folks, I'm fair. I did it once, and we found some more stuff. You sure you want to go there? I might find some more stuff. All right. Go to the top of the page.
Ryan Baer, GM, his number. Right there. That's what he's talking about, his phone number.
Is that your personal phone number? Right? Is that call the number? Is that his personal number?
What is that?
Call him.
Well, I can just look because he said.
All right, look it up. What does it say?
He sent us a text earlier.
Let's see. We're going to check out, folks, if you put it ever, he's proof. Is that all you got? That's the only thing you want to talk about up here?
Yeah, I think that's.
Well, I apologize. He does have his number. Great move. Hey, you didn't go to my school, but God dang, you've learned a lot. You'd have passed. You might have passed. In fact, I know you would because I like you. You're more intense than some of these guys. But anyway, Ron, can you address not telling the truth about your seldom going from 29 to 26? Telling people he's BBB accredited when he's not? Can you address why the BBB does not have a rating for y'all? I mean, Ron, I'm glad that you talked about that. Folks, I got caught on one item. But the rest apparently are true because he's not asking me to do none of that. But folks, I don't dislike Ron. In fact, I've said it many times. You just did the wrong company, Ron. You ought to come work with us. Man, hey, because you know I'm going to put that road form plan in about 90 days, and I'm going to be after you for the metal. You might ought to come work with me. I'd hire you. I'd hire you in a second. I like you. Now, some of the other yo-yos, that's another story. Because they've done some things they shouldn't have done to us when they left. But stay tuned. The next 9 days, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do what Ron asked me to do. I'm gonna answer every question that he proposed. I'm prepared. I'm ready, and I will use this screen to push my perspective on my side of the story. Okay. One thing, Ron, you do: don't let your emotions get you caught in this stuff. You gotta be cool and calm when you're competing. It's like running a track meet. If you get nervous, you're going to lose. You got to take the headwind. You got to take the sweat. You got to take the pains but you got to keep going. And you can't get emotional. You can't start feeling sorry for yourself as you're going around the track. because somebody, whatever. So what's got you in this forte right now is that you let your emotions start writing a bunch of stuff, and now you give me a chance to really do some great work here on the screen, because I love this stuff. You know that. But anyway, folks, listen, give me a call, 337-515-2154, or call the office at 337-214-0428. Once again, thank you all for listening. Stay tuned. 9 more war days. We got 9 more days in this war. Maybe more. I don't know. We'll see. But I know we got at least 9 more days of warring to happen between me and Fortify. And it's good. It's good competition. He participated. And I give him credit. He didn't run. He took his pill, and he participated. I give him credit for that. He probably didn't have a chance to win, but he tried. I give him credit. I like him. I wish I could get him over here. You ought to think about that, Ron. But anyway, y'all give us a call. Hey, we enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Hey, I'll see y'all tomorrow with series number 2, the war between Mallet Buildings and Fortify. Thank you.